Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another unboxing video. Marvellous. Welcome back, friends. That's right. As I told you in the intro, I am doing another unboxing video. I have 3 full bottles and a couple of minis to show you. I bought these over a span of time, but they've all arrived on the same day. So that's interesting, isn't it? I've got a couple of minis, which I will start with. And then we will move on to the 3 full bottles I have. So, these are all niche, apart from the minis. These are the vintage. A couple of them I want to say they are. They're pre-reformulation. Anyway, let's put it like that. They are pre-reformulation. So we will see what you think. Anyway, we'll start with the minis. And the first mini I have never heard of it before. I'm going to ask the internet if it has. And we will see. I think this is by a brand called, yes it is, Pacoma. And this is Gatsby. It's a honey fragrance. It was released in 1987. A honey amber fragrance. I do wonder if there's a full bottle of this. Got these from Sunny Mitra. So we will see. We will see if it is any good or if it has gone off, because sometimes it does with the old minis. Ooh, that smells like something I wore earlier this week, which was MCM Success. Success. That's a proper 80s name, isn't it? Success. Oh, that's really nice. A little bit fresh. A little bit spicy. A little bit balsamic, like myrrhy, resinous kind of thing, you know, and a little bit fruity as well. That's quite nice. I'm quite happy with that. It's a good way to discover fragrances, minis, because you get like decent packaging and stuff like that. Minis are cool. I'm still going to do that mini video that I've been threatening to do for years. So, fear not. The second mini I will show you is much more... It's much more familiar. I haven't smelled... Have I smelled this? I don't think I have, actually. But this is Vintage Balafra by Lancôme. It was released in 1967. And the nose was a guy called Gérard Goupy, which is a great name for a perfumer. Balafra means the scar in French, and it was named after a duke. So, how interesting. This is much more typically vintage, you know, like it's got pine, cypress, oak moss, leather, carnation, lavender, sage, vetiver, that kind of thing. It's a big dark boy. I will be doing a first impressions video upon this because I am deciding whether I want to actually buy a bottle. They are not cheap. I know somewhere there is a 200ml splash of the Brun. So there's a Balafra and there's a Balafra Brun, which I believe means brown in French, or brown scar. Sounds kind of weird. But anyway, I shall be looking forward to this, and I shall do a first impressions on it probably. We'll see what it smells like. That Gatsby's actually rather nice, rather fetcher. Anyhow, we will move on swiftly, friends, and I'm not going to do these in order. There's 2 brands here, but 3 fragrances. And the first one I bought earlier this week at an auction, and I got for 58 quid, and it's an absolute fucking steal for 58 quid. That's outrageous. And this is Fat Electrician, Semi-Modern Vetiver by Etat Libre d'Orange. This was probably my favourite from the sample set that I tried. I wasn't going to buy it, and I wouldn't have bought it if it hadn't been like almost a third of what it goes for at retail. You know, £58 is I've robbed it. You know what I mean? I've absolutely stolen this fragrance for 58 quid. So I have smelled this before, and there is the box. There is the box. There is the bottle. No need for the box anymore, but I'm not going to crush it because that's silly. In case I do decide to sell it one day and somebody would like the box. I don't usually sell fragrances with the boxes because I can't be bothered to go and find them, if you want the truth. I have bags full of boxes. If I was organised, I would collapse them and put them into a pile in alphabetical order. Alas, I am not. Anyway, Fat Electrician, Portly Tradesman. This is a vetiver fragrance, but it's got this kind of almost metallic feel. The sprayers on these are fantastic. I don't know if this is a vintage. I don't think it is. The whole presentation's amazing. Like the bottle, it's got Etat Libre d'Orange. The label's quite cool, how it goes around both sides. The lid's really good. Fantastic all round, really. It's got a very slight metallic vibe, which I think comes from the olive leaf, right? But the rest of the fragrance is like it's got whipped cream, marron glace, which is marron glace is like a sweetened nut, like nuts, chestnuts in like some kind of like syrup, you know. It's like a delicacy kind of thing. It's absolutely fantastic. It's got a whipped cream note as well, which gives it this kind of creaminess, and then it's got the vetiver in. The whole story behind the fragrance is fantastic. I love the inspiration for it. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't know if this is a really new bottle or a really old bottle. I don't know where to check the batch codes for these on. I tried Check Fresh and it just wouldn't accept the batch code whatsoever. But I imagine this is a new bottle because the presentation's like brand spanking new. Somebody's obviously opened it, bought it blind, opened it, or it's been a gift and they've just not liked it. And I have poached it off them for £58, which is an incredible price to pay for a fragrance this good. So I'm pretty happy, if you couldn't tell, you know. I'm pretty happy. So that was Fat Electrician from Etat Libre d'Orange. Like I say, I had no intention of buying it until I realised I could get it that cheap. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. So, next up, we have a completely different brand. And if you follow the streams, you will have heard me talking about this brand. And I actually have a huge sample set, which isn't as much a sample set as it is like a demonstration set that apparently the brand used to send like to shop owners to like test out the fragrances. It wasn't available commercially to buy because I got in touch with the brand and they said, no, this wasn't available. Why have you got it? And I was like, oh, I bought it on eBay. But they confirmed to me that the packaging hadn't been available for at least 10 years. So that indicated to me whether I should go for the vintage versions of the fragrances or whether I should go for the modern ones. And in this case, it was the vintage ones. So that's what I've done. And the brand is, of course, Maitre Parfumeur Gantier. I bought 2. Because I have cheated slightly and tried a couple of the fragrances instead of doing first impressions videos on them. You will still see that because I wanted to try these. I could not wait. But anyway, first up, one of the ones I bought was £100. No, it wasn't. It was €100, and it was from Premier Avenue in France. And this is Bois du Turkey, Squawk. And the second one I bought is Ambre Préchaud. These are both in the vintage presentation. First, before I open these, I wanted to give a shout out to Pradeep. He is a wrench on my channel, and without him, this could not have been possible. Ambre Préchaud was bought off a guy on eBay from Italy who refused to ship to the UK, which is common. I'm not slating him for it. It's not like he's picking on us. He was just like, look, I can't ship to the UK. Pradeep didn't feel the same way. Pradeep was like, yes, I will ship to the UK. And I was like, thank you. Can I buy this fragrance? Can I get you to buy this fragrance and then ship it to me? So I sent him the money. He took the thing. He took the money. He bought it from Italy, and we were convinced it was going to take months because Italian post. But turned out that it didn't take months. It came a lot sooner than we expected. During which time I was sent a message by Pradeep saying, look, and Premier Avenue had Bois de Turkey. So I tried Bois de Turkey from the sample set, and I thought, fuck, that's nice. And so I asked him to buy that as well. And we both got a bottle, except his was half full, which was harsh. So we got a refund and gave me the full one, hopefully. We're about to find out. First up, we will unbox Bois du Turkey. Squawk. Oh, yes. This is the vintage presentation. The red bottles. They've changed the bottles now, which is a shame, because I think these are quite unique. It's not my favourite presentation in the world, but it is still quite unique, and I do like it. I do like it. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. So I think you can expect to see both of these in the autumn and winter. I don't think they're suitable for summer, like the alleged summer that we're going through at the minute. So this is Bois de Turkey is an ambery. It reminds me a bit of what does it remind me of? M7. It has mandarin orange, which reminds me of M7. It's got myrrh, which reminds me of M7, and it's got like patchouli as well. But it's also got iris, bay, not bay rum, but like West Indian bay. You know, the stuff they use to flavour rum. And it's got sandalwood and incense. So it's not exactly like M7, but it is in that ballpark. The iris in this, I have smelled this before. I'm not going to spray it from the bottle because I've got the, in fact, I will spray it from the bottle just to make sure it's okay, in case Pradeep needs to get back in touch with them. Oh. Whoa, it's fresh as a daisy. Absolutely beautiful. The mandarin orange, the bergamot at the top, you can totally smell them. You get some of the myrrh and the iris as well, the orris root. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful perfume. Released in 2008. Perfumer was a bloke called Jean-Paul Millet-Lage. Never heard of him. Never heard of him before, but apparently he's done a lot of work for Maitre Parfumeur de Gantier. So you can expect to see this, I think, in the autumn. And we'll get to know it a bit better. Next up, and lastly, is a fragrance I have smelled a long time ago, and a fragrance that I really like. This was released in 1988, and the perfumer was Jean-Francois Laporte. I think, I cut my finger the other day, and then I just, that hurt, that actually, trying to get the lid open. So this is Maitre Parfumeur de Gantier. Ambre Préchaud. Doesn't say anywhere on the bottles. It doesn't say anywhere on the bottles, obviously, what the perfume is. Like, they're all the same. I've even got a bottle of something called Racine here, which is a vetiver, along the lines of Guerlain. But look, it says on the side, Racine. These don't do that. What these do is they have it on the bottom. There's Ambre Préchaud, 86% eau de toilette. I will spray this. This has been opened and sprayed. I don't think it was Pradeep that did it though. I think it was the guy from Italy who sold it. Oh, this is a top amber. Again, big myrrh, lavender, amber, balsams. I'm on a big myrrh thing at the minute, you know. I get loads of the lavender and the vanilla at the top. It's absolutely gorgeous, this. The eau de toilettes are the vintage ones. The eau de parfums are the new ones. These are absolutely glorious. I highly recommend them to you if you try them. If you can find them, I recommend it to you, my friends. Oh, top amber. I'm going to do a top ambers list this autumn. Like, I'm going into this autumn fully prepared to like wear ambers in the main. I might go for leathers in the winter, but I don't know. Anyway, here we have it, friends. This has been my haul, my unboxing for today. Not often these are happening anymore. Little hauls. Wasn't necessarily a haul. I didn't buy them all from the same place or at the same time, but they all arrived on the same day, so I'm claiming it. I hope you've enjoyed this. I smell absolutely wonderfully today. Oh, boy, the turkey really does have that M7 thing going on. Marvellous. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I will see you again soon.